Hello, this is VGPlayer doing take 3 of this particular mission. Trying to get the shaft for this recording. And that's for the staff, and assuming nothing weird happens. Such as the recording stop points will be all set. As you can tell from the map, I already have done this once. This is my third time attempting it. Technically, this is my second time attempting it. I was just starting this, and then the recording stopped for some reason. Had to take out some moss. I will eventually find out what's stopping the recording as soon as I notice the numbers turning yellow. That will tell me exactly what's going on. As you notice, I have a counter up for frames. That way I can see when it stops recording. I prefer not to have it up because it makes the video look like crap, but that's just me. At least I don't have to worry about checking it to make sure it's still on. That's why I stick it down in the corner instead of keeping it right in plain sight, right up in the middle somewhere. Rock line. Drop. Now, when I first got this right in this room, was a whole bunch of goodies. Chests. A whole bunch of things. Bet that won't be the case. I also leveled up once during that last session. I'm not going back. Resetting everything just to so let's get that. You can forget that. Oops. Obviously, it's not me. Sure as hell not hitting the frickin' key that I have the record set to now because it's on the far side of my keyboard. Having to re-record seconds. It's been raining all day. Mentioned that last time. The part that didn't get recorded. But yeah, it's been raining all weekend. Which can be a good thing, a bad thing, or a neutral thing, depending on which way you look at it. But yeah, going back to this, the queen that we need to actually not need to kill her for the quest, but since she's right there, you might as well drop it. So. In my case, she dropped crap, but she can drop some good stuff. In this act, we will not be killing any of the 3 brothers, unfortunately, because you don't kill a brother until Act 3. But yeah, now that we're in the 3rd area of the Maggot's lair, dun dun dun, we will be able to face against Her Royal Highness Queen Fatass. Of course, she's a maggot, so of course she's living high on hog. These worms are capable of burrowing, and they're also capable of laying eggs, which if you don't kill ASAP, they will basically create a whole bunch of eggs for you. Using that for storage. Probably only use the Roger Cube outside of the obvious making gems into higher quality. I want to find for the right party. Probably what I'm going to do is after this segment, I'm going to cut another segment to this one without really the last two parts. So this is also going to include the third. I will probably have a party. Involves servant. Which would take a while. Chop. Chop and chop. Smash your enemies. Smash your enemies. A friggin' head. I don't want to fight her yet. I'll get rid of her. Smash her head. A lot of goodies are dropping. There's all this rock. She actually does not attack him. She just kind of sits there. Yeah. I mentioned in the last recording, before it got messed up, Blizzard has decided to change the color of the Eld runes, as well as any other rune, really, and made it so that they stick out a little bit more. So yeah, they're now. And ta-da! There's the Staff of Kings. A decent staff if you're playing on your sorceress. Doesn't mean you should use it. It's actually better once you add the headpiece to it. This concludes that part.
The Staff of Kings! You astound me, my friend. You have discovered the shaft portion of a Herodric staff. I trust you know how to use a Herodric cube to unite the shaft with its headpiece.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make the jokes I made last time. Basically said something along the lines of like, yeah, you already you told me in the last segment.
Good day!
It got ruined when it didn't get recorded. So it loses its oomph. +1 strength. And a gem.
Impossible.
Impossible. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. Impossible. We're gonna throw this in there. Talk to the former paladin of Zakarum. And we're gonna go here, drop this off. Drop the kid off at the pool. Click, click. Yay, for +7 mana. +5 mana. Another L rune. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording, and then I'm going to pick it up right after the... right after I get to the entrance to where the next quest is. So, hold on. Alright, now we're heading into the next area here. If I'm right, the Lost City. Yeah. Started this a little bit too soon. That's okay. Gonna work our way to the... There we go. That's what I was expecting to happen. All of a sudden, it's dark as hell. It's because there's a sudden solar eclipse. Is it the Solar New Year? Who knows? There's only one person that actually knows, and that event actually inspires the next quest, Tainted Sand. We didn't talk to Dragon. It's an implication, but he's just going to tell us that there are some snake worshippers, and they're probably did some ritual that caused the sun to go poof. So, guess what we get to do? If you answered, go kill some serpent men, then you are correct. Although these serpent men should not be confused with Naga, because they're not Naga. Don't confuse them with the serpent people from... because they're completely different. These guys vipers and less than anacondas. Sea anacondas. We're just gonna work our way to the place we want to go. And it's kind of a one-way trip here. Oh, kinda. Basically, I'm looking for a really skinny pathway. That doesn't need to be. Really, lake here. Really. I got the plague, I got 2 maces and I'm gonna shove them right up your undead arse. It's a statue. A half-buried statue. Let's see, is this it? Or is this a dead end? Is it? Is it? The Valley of the Snakes! This is what I was looking for. Here's a trap. Fire towers. Alright. Now, before we go in there, I'm gonna need to make a potion run. Let's do some potion finding. Let's see if I can save myself a few bucks. Yes. Loot Lane. While we're here, we'll talk to Drognan, since we're in the area anyways, and get some
There's nothing the right portion
small
can't cure.
overview as to what is going on. And I'm keeping these rings so I can show you guys something really neat, if it still works. September down at 63. Yes, here we go.
I've been researching this lengthy eclipse, and I believe it to be the work of claw vipers. Find their temple beneath the desert sands, and you may find the source of this curse.
The source of this curse. It's not necessarily a curse, it depends on how you look at it. If you're a farmer, then yeah, it's a curse. If you're an astrologer, then it may be a really cool event. Anyways, the Claw Viper Temple.
The sun has never shone here.
See, these are Claw Vipers. They're snake people. Unlike the Naga, which look like elves attached to snake bodies, these things are just humanoid snakes. He also gets the lovely undead. Yeah. That's why I have maces. And of course, the snakes are back. Guardians are back. Raise the undead. You do not want them to raise the undead, for that causes more trouble. I believe this is another brief dungeon. Either way. Okay, I love getting smacked down. Apparently there were some new challenges to this new patch. I have officially died. That sucks. I only lost 130 gold though. See? 130 gold. The cool thing is they actually hiss. Like, hiss, 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 hiss. They'll hiss at you. Check my inventory, gotta res my girl here. Makes it kind of hard to see with this eclipse, to be honest. Of course, I made sure to get the far oasis point. Don't think there is one in the Lost City, however. If I wanted to, I could go and download Map Hack, so I know where to go everywhere, but that would not be very fun, now would it? Everybody loves when I die. Die again! Die again! Says a little girl watching this YouTube video. When she shouldn't be. Because this game is rated T for teen. Not E for everyone. E also is for eggs. And envelope. And emu. And elongated. And extrasensory. Which I believe is one word. Alrighty, entering the Claw Viper Temple again. See, I didn't even get that far. I got like a few feet and then I died. That's not a good way to start out part 2. Part 2. Then if all things go well, this part won't get screwed up like the last set of recordings I tried to do. I don't get smacked around too much. I can grab my stuff and run. Yes, I am going to run. Run until I can place all my potions back. Why? Because I would like my potions to be accessible. And then watch they get killed from behind. And that portal's there just in case I die again. It's always good to have a backup plan. Ring mail. Regular ring rail. Ring mail. So that's not gonna do me any good. Boop. Ooh. Flying scimitars. You don't see those very often. They start showing up here. But you don't see them very often either way. They're basically a new enemy that shows up on rare occasions. They're basically your trap enemy. +2 defense. Yay, that makes me feel so special. We're undead. The first group of undead wasn't undead. Smack backwards is always a good problem. That's why I like using those. Was that second potion necessary? Kill them all today. Kill them all till they die. Make them pay. Kill them all, kill them all. Kill them all today. Let's see, a light healing potion. Let's try to skip some stuff, shall we? Without dying. Alright, that completes Area 2, or Area 1 I should say. Insert eye roll.
Good evening.
Good evening, Lysander. It is good of you to serve me. Yes, I just sold a gem. Which I am in turn going to buy back. because I realized I have 3 of those. And where there's 3, there's money to be made. Unfortunately, you can't do anything while the Herodric shaft is in there. Put the Staff of Kings back in there. Place this in here. Place these 2 rings right there. Hopefully I'll find another crap ring. Now, if we don't die a half a billion times. There you go. Apparently Lava Viper Devil's only 2 shots. And I died again. Oh. That's inconvenient. Because that just prolongs the video unnecessarily. Insert annotation saying I am an idiot and should have created another town portal. Which I totally agree with, I should have. Because now that means I have to go through that whole friggin' swarm that I didn't kill. And I gotta do it completely naked, wearing the base barbarian gear. Which is basically nothing. So I gotta run as fast as I can to the middle of nowhere. But yeah, run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. And after that, I get to cut the segment and call it good for today. Then, sometime later, make another set of videos for the last bit. The Arcane Sanctuary and such. Let the stamina refuel a little bit. There's the cats that I avoided last time. And since there's only one real way to go here, because obviously I have to go down, round, through, run around, run around. Wish me luck, duck. Swarm. Evade. This ain't gonna end well, is it? Yeah. I'm gonna cut, and when I get back, I will be alive and actually at the temple again. Okay, as you can tell, I've died a few more times just trying to get my freaking corpse back. It's like, yeah, that was not fun. Anyways, yep, there's another one. There's also one upstairs I'm not going to get. That pretty much just like any other quests in the segment. You don't actually need to kill this monster. You just need to get to a certain point, which is right up here. You need to do that. There's the little viper. Amulet, which I will show you what that's for in a second if I don't die.
It is good to know that the sun...
Dead. I'll kill myself with that friggin' lightning and goddamn freaking snake. Bang skin. I can't tell how much damage. Because I need his fast. He's lightning enchanted. And I died. That's why I have that portal there. Anyways, let's pull up the inventory real quick. And the amulet to the of the viper is actually relatively decent too. But if you put them in, hit the button, that's what you get. Very, very good staff for your sorceress. Now that you've completed that, you pretty much finish this. You also get this done. And then we get the Arcane Sanctuary, which I'm going to do next, but not in this run.
Claw vipers are fond of magical artifacts. Did you happen to find one in their temple?
Hello.
Yeah, Dogman, I did. Okay.
Excellent. You have a Horodric staff. Carry it with you into Talrash's tomb. Find within the tomb the chamber whose floor is inset with the circle of 7 symbols. Place the staff into the receptacle you find there. That will open the secret passage into Talrash's burial chamber. But be prepared for a fight. You'll likely have to kill Talrasha to destroy Baal.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna try to reclaim my corpse, if I can. And that pretty much does it. So, I'm gonna end here, and that completes the quest for the Horodric staff. I'm gonna go back to town, buy some potions, and that'll be it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this part of the walkthrough. I'm glad I managed to do
Good day.
the rest of it all in one thing instead of doing 3 individual segments. But, yeah. Anyways, you viewers have a great one, and this is me signing off.